let's get some kitties fed. It's awfully cloudy outside today. It's supposed to be a high near 50 though, so I guess we'll take those clouds. Everybody's here. Poor Morris. Stripe and Marty were in the house all night. Morris, come on, bud. Morris. Good boy. Oh, actually, that's Marty. I hear Morris talking down here on the ground. I know, I'm confused about my own cat, but when all you can see is a splotch of orange, it's not much to go on. I saw you drinking out of the water bowl with ice in it. Why didn't you go to the one that doesn't have any ice? Sounds like the boys are working over there on the pipes. I'm hearing not dynamite, but heavy things being moved around, falling, stuff like that. Don's got to help a coworker for a few minutes this morning, and then we'll go for a walk. I'm finishing up chores, and then I'm going to go sit with Gray and do the video. Relax for a minute and have a second cup of coffee. Sounds nice. Hi. There you go. Hi. There you go, sweet pea. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. I'm down here under the house watering all the plants. Some of them look really great, and a few of them needed water sooner. I won't show you those. I'm a little sad about it. Could just be the cold too. There's only so much I can do, and we've had a lot of cold. Here's the hot water heater making hot water. But the two Mandevilla vines are really hanging in there. Doing good. You can see that shiny leaf there. The salvia usually makes it. And I got a couple of the begonias doing well. I didn't expect he had my spider plant. I never get the coleus or the impatiens to come back out looking good, so, and they're just annuals. It's fine. Really, on these winter days, there's no reason to rush out here because it's, you know, warmer in the afternoon, but it's 2:30. I just don't know where the day went. Today was all these little things like restock cat food and clean the cat water bowl and water the plants under the house, and was doing 3D print stuff and rearranging filament. And Don said I could order another AMS. That'll be the maximum number I can have. I need more colors on all the time. Right?
Right. You need to print another one of those things.
I know. We'll look at it together and you'll tell me what to send. Yeah. But I inventoried my filament. I think the only thing I'm sort of low on is green and maybe red, which makes sense coming off of Christmas.
Right.
That I would be low on green and red. Let's see what else. Don did successfully help his co-worker with MFA, multi-factor authentication, right?
Yeah,
I get those ad acronym right. Don loves it when his teammates need help with MFA.
I have to fix my MFA problems. I have to fix other people's MFA
Right.
problems.
Well, here, this is just too heavy for you to carry around. I would have to say that with having witnessed some of the problems that Don's had with helping some of his coworkers, the mess they've got themselves into with it, this is why I don't use MFA. Having the text sent to your phone or your email is not as secure as you think it is. It's better than nothing, but this other thing that they use is better. I won't get into all of the ins and outs of it, but oh, there's a, oh, what is that bird called? It's the one that lays its nests on the ground. Haven't seen one of them in a long time. Funny it's out here today. I'll look it up and put the name. Cannot remember, but it builds its nests on the ground out in the field. It's really interesting, that bird. Oh, there's a Tesla up there. How'd we come past that? There's two Teslas up there. Wow, red calipers and everything. Sweet.
It's pretty.
There's two. You see the midnight silver metallic too, right? I was trying to verify for sure that that was a 3, but I guess that's a 3. The B pillar's not as tall. Usually when they park in here, they're taking the cars to this Stevenson's Family Auto Service across the street. They sell a limited number of vehicles. I'm just gonna bet that the Teslas aren't going there though, that he's got deliveries from multiple places. I mean, usually this guy deals in work vehicles, white vans, white trucks, you know, fleet vehicles is the word I was trying to come up with. But this is a Nissan Rogue over here, so I don't know. Yeah, but if the Teslas end up over here, I'd just be a bit surprised. You gotta think about it. If you're gonna start selling electric vehicles, you're gonna have to install a NEMA 1450 at least, so that you can make sure they stay charged up, since they could be on the lot for a while. Somehow walking by the first time, I missed that there were 3 Teslas on the hauler. And you know me, I'll talk to anybody, so I asked the guy unloading the cars if the Teslas were headed across the street, and he said yes. And the nice Performance Y has a piece of the plastic underneath that has been damaged and broke off. It looked totally no big deal. Person driving around with it probably doesn't even know. But you know, before they got rid of it, I could only see because it was on the lift. But I mean, yeah, if I was buying it used, I'd probably order the plate and get it put on. Hey, it's not nap time yet.
Close enough for me.
Don was ready. Where's Don? Don was ready for nap time before we left for our walk. I fed him.
Yeah.
I fed him, and
then
right same breakfast as yesterday, and he was ready. So. Well, the car hauler left and did not offload any of the Teslas, although when I asked him, he seemed to indicate he was. So I don't know. He looked to not want to make eye contact and not be very social. So, okay, doesn't really matter. They didn't get left at Ashworth. So, really, all the other information I have, we're on our last lap here of the track. It's our second time around the track part. And I'm officially hot with my scarf and my knit hat and my layers. I'm gonna do bag 12, and then I'm making the shepherd's pie tonight for dinner, and then while it's cooking I'll do bag 13 and maybe 14, we'll see. I didn't know, and what an extra special surprise. There are 3 clocks up here, and apparently this is a desk where someone would repair a clock, and my paternal grandfather was Swiss German, and he repaired clocks for a living. That's what he did. And there are lots of clocks in our house, and I like clocks, and Johnny and Sam like clocks, and I did that building last year with all the clocks, and then they surprised me and had, well, I was mostly doing grandfather. They, have a couple of other, this is a design that I didn't build, that I didn't know about, that I didn't find. I really like what they did here. The green spiral on the left just finished printing, and this is known as a print in place because it just comes off the printer as 2 pieces, but it was printed together. You can see that it can't come off. On this one, the blue part and the orange part were printed separately, and the orange does come out the bottom there. You can see it. Not super long spiral, but it's kind of fun. The curves, pretty neat. So this one, again, 2 plates, 2 prints. This one, 1 plate, 1 print. Print in place versus just, a couple of things you print that happen to slide with each other. Just fidget stuff. I can see the full moon out the kitchen window. It's just that big bright spot to the right of the middle blue ornament, glass, witching ball, bauble, whatever you want to call it. I just finished bag 13. I cannot tell you how delighted I am with the clocks. I mean, I didn't even know, and I was already loving the building and then clocks. When I built that other mock middle of last year that had the first and second floor, I put the grandfather clocks in. I had really looked for various clock builds, and I have to tell you that they did a great job coming up with some new variations on top of what was already out there. So it's pretty fantastic. Dinner is done. So I'm stopping after those 2 bags. It worked out nice. Do a bag, cook, get dinner prepped, do another bag while it cooked in the oven. So that was goodness. And of course I have Stripey over here. Hey, bud. Hi. Hi. Hello. I broke a nail. I was just going along doing my Legos and it was just broke. Well, I tried to pull 2 apart, but I think it already had a boo-boo that I didn't know about. Anyway, it's hard to do Lego with a missing index fingernail, I have to tell you.
But mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here